All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So today's big story was definitely Hexo being purchased by TLRY. I will for sure give credit to so many of my viewers. I know there were a lot of speculations that this would happen. If you read the comments, actually go back a couple videos and you'll see it. So I don't think this was much of a big surprise necessarily. Obviously, it happening today was. You know what I'm going to do, which is a little different, is I'm going to talk about the minute chart here, and you'll see it, okay? It literally all happens over the course of a few minutes, okay? You know I always like to focus on the daily and the weekly, but for me on Hexo, I want to stress not chasing the dragon, and I want to show how different it looks on TLRY as well, okay? A little bit different than normal, but nonetheless, we are going to do the same thing we always do, right? We're going to focus on the daily and the weekly to see how both of these are setting up short term. We do have our 5 moving averages. There is a horizontal support and resistance line right there that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like, subscribe, share this video, comment the video. Anything you can do really does help with the YouTube algorithms. But hey, just giving me your time and being here is beyond appreciated, okay? So look, let's get into it. And there's so many things that are jumping out right now, okay? But really, first and foremost, I'm going to start with look, a 30 burger on a day is monstrous, okay? However, look at the day, all right? Look at the day. Look at this. This is the beginning right here, right? We are now at the 10th. This is between 4 p.m. and 9:30, right? The start of it. And there is absolutely nothing going on with Hexo the entire time. Look at the volume down here, right? There's nothing going on until here. And look, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th minute is basically the entire action, okay? And then from there, we just kind of come to the 8, fail the 8, and hit the 20 right here, right? But more than talking minute technical analysis here, the moral is, look, don't chase the dragon. I really don't think that many people caught this, okay? And what really matters tomorrow is how we look at any recent runner. Look, this thing smashes 4 moving averages on a single candle. This thing goes from, what is it? 160,000 volume. Basically, let's just round up to 200K. It goes from 200K to 9 million shares. Come on, right? There's so many different things that are like, obviously the MACD and the RSI are going to look good, but what do we care about tomorrow? Confirmation, okay? And look, I do not care about post-market. I saw that it looks like this right now, but I don't care, all right? I always say that when things go up in post-market, it actually is the same rule when things go down. I only care about the regular hour candles, okay? And what matters to me is this. Either because look at where we're at, right? We're right here. If this bad boy breaks, we're filling the gap to here, right? We must close at least right here tomorrow, 183. 183 will actually say, yes, we've taken all 4 moving averages on one candle and it was real, all right? Otherwise, honestly, I could see this coming here to 150. I could see this coming here to 135. Again, I don't care that we're under it post-market, right? I still actually, and I don't care that the lines moved and all that. None of that matters to me. This really should be the lowest that this goes tomorrow, okay? And again, I'm not here necessarily telling you scoop it up in post hours to hopefully ride it to 134, but you got 2 moving averages right there, like right on each other, right? It should be difficult to lose 134, and in all honesty, it should be a little difficult to lose 150 as well. So I'll definitely be watching that. But more than anything, I think this minute chart right here really tells me Hexo didn't matter in the transaction, okay? Because look, I'm going to cover TLRY a little deeper in a little bit. But look at the minute chart for Tilray, excuse me. It actually starts up and then just kind of sustains, right? It's not like, and look at the volume, right? There was definitely a good amount of volume, and then obviously that big spike at the end as well, right? But Tilly was moving regardless, okay? It was Hexo that was just kind of this like lame duck until the news hit, right? So I'm definitely more worried about Hexo, and you know I generally hate this. When you do a silly multiplier in volume, look, if this thing does not hold 7.5 million volume, if this thing drops to like 5 or under, that's gonna be really bad. And I think that'll take us from the 150 to the 135 range. But again, if we can close here at 181, the next stop will be 222, right at the 200 moving average, or at least the rest of the gap right here. But yeah, Hexo getting bought does this. Tilray buying Hexo does this, okay? And what is the this? So a couple things. That's a nice volume right there, all right? That's a sustainable, healthy volume spike. And it was actually the first one that gets us over the 50 moving average volume in a while. I like that. This also brings us a nicer RSI and a nicer MACD. Nothing silly, no crazy spikes, right? But good little healthy correlations between the two. I love it. And what does it do? Look, we got over the 8 and the 20, but we've been over it and failed. We've been over it and failed. We've been over it, not good confirmation, and failed. We've been over it and failed. We go over it and stay over it. And we break the 266 line, right? I love it. It's the biggest candle to the left right here. All I'm looking at right now is this 50 moving average. If you did not get in today, because I'll be honest, I didn't. I'm going to set the alert at 278. All right. You can see over there, the 50 average is at 277. Give me 1 penny over that line. If we can get over that line, where are we? We're pretty much in this plateau right here with the hopes of climbing this and taking it to here, which really nicely lines up to the 200, right? Obviously, this 100 is going to be no joke, and we'll see how that plays. But yeah, take me from 275 to about 3. That's not bad. You're adding about a 10% swing right there, right? So Tilly and here, let's do the and real quick. Okay. First time over the 8 in the while. I'll be honest, I thought this was going to look a little better. I was hoping we were going to be over the 8 and the 20, but hey, getting over the 8 is step 1, especially on the weekly. It's still early in the week, right? It's obviously the first day in the week, but that's a good move over it, right? That's actually the best move we've had over it since this little bad boy right here, end of January, right? So, let's see how this ends. But again, what am I seeing? This is a red, pretty much to this like $3 range that we just talked about over there, right? So yeah, and again, the 200 kind of lines up right there. It does seem like this bad boy wants to break the 50 and maybe head to the 100 right here. So, and again, what I like more than anything is Hexo. Because just zooming in, that's a pretty violent move. That's a violent move. That's a violent move, right? Tilly, this is a good move. That's a good move right there. That's a good move right there. That's a good move right there. You know what I mean? So, and again, we've been knocking on that orange line for so long. It was important to break. This, you know, end of the day, consolidation is normal, right? Companies fail. Other companies swoop in and hopefully they do well. Otherwise, what's going to happen is someone's going to buy that one, right? Like, again, I've called Tilly the king for a while. The charts kind of say it, right? Because again, if you go back, you go to the quarterly, this bad boy's been up here, right? So a lot of red to fill. Even if we do a sympathy run to the 8 moving average, that's a 2x from where we're at right now, right? And again, look, it's still a little early in the quarter, right? Because we just started this quarter. But what's the top of this candle? Let me just do this. What did you open at? 277. 277 is really important. All right. And again, it's still a little early in the quarter. It's funny that I'm looking at the minute and the quarterly on a thing that I normally look at the daily and the weekly. But if you stay till the end, this is what your little extra is right here. Getting over this full candle is huge because that brings us into so much red. The bottom of this guy pretty much lines up exactly with the 8 moving average right there. Like, there's a lot of reason to believe over the next 3 months, maybe we'll 2x this bad boy. Maybe we'll just take over these three, which will take us to 3 something. And maybe the quarter after that, we can make moves, right? So, again, I think Tilly definitely did a lot better. I think Tilly has the chance to sustain this good news. And yeah, I'm more than anything really glad we're out of this little cluster for sure. Both lines are going up. Hopefully, both lines stay up. And yeah, I mean, look, this thing's ridden the 8 and the 20. It's ridden the 8 and the 20. And honestly, I think it's dying to just get out of this and start doing this. All right. So definitely optimistic. I am. I really, really am. Let's just see what happens with these next 2 lines. And again, the difference between this break here and this break here is the spacing of the lines. And again, I always say it, the spacing of the moving averages really matters a lot to me. This is really easy. This is easier to break both than it is when it's stacked here, right? And I'm seeing this line go down and this line go up. Maybe over the next few days, this will come here. That'll stay there. And then we go boom, boom, boom. Again, the spacing of the lines matters. So, hey, I appreciate your time so much. More videos are coming. And yeah, thank you.